Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're talking about something that this law student likes to pretend that she has: free time. Coming to law school, one of my number one preconceptions was that it was going to just be work all the time, like constantly wouldn't have time to do anything else. And that preconception was totally accurate. I've talked about this before, but law school is graded by a totally different system than undergraduate studies are. Most of the time, you're graded based on one exam that you take at the very end of the semester, and then your grade on that is curved according to the grades of all of your other classmates. Whereas in college, it works just like high school or elementary did. You're gonna get a good grade. That's just not the case in law school. Your grade is not determined by the effort you put in. It's determined based on your effort compared to everybody else's. And so in a sense, your work is never done in any particular class until the exam is over. So there's a very real sense in which you don't get any free time in law school because all the time you have is spent on something. Outside of the business world, people don't tend to talk about time as actually being money, but that's a pretty accurate analogy for how it works in law school. You only get so much of it, and everybody has the same amount to start out with. But everybody doesn't have the same ability to utilize that time. For example, some people can function perfectly fine on 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And so they have the liberty to spend that 2 or even up to 4 hours that somebody else literally needs to spend on sleep on something like studying or whatever else they choose to spend it on. When it comes to sleep, I'm pretty much average. But admittedly, there are several other things that I feel like I need to spend time on that I could or maybe should be spending on studying just in order to feel like myself, to feel happy that I'm in law school, and to live somewhat of a balanced life. There are definitely ways that I would like to continue to do this better, but right now, some of the time that I know my classmates are spending on outlining, I'm spending on cooking a nice meal for myself, or making this YouTube video, or scheduling a phone call to one of my friends or family members. And I don't think it's appropriate to label that time as free. Every minute that I spend grocery shopping, doing my laundry, trying to look not disgusting, is a minute that somebody else is spending studying that I'm not. And ultimately, while that doesn't determine that I'm going to get a lower grade than that person, or a lower paying job, or a worse internship, it certainly doesn't help my case. So the short answer to the question that I posed in the title is no, you don't get any free time in law school. But that doesn't mean that you don't get to choose how you're going to spend the time that is allocated to you. I advise you to spend as much of it as possible on studying. It is important to get as good grades as you can in law school. But personally, I've decided to find it equally valuable to enjoy my time in law school, even if that comes at the cost at a slightly lower grade than I potentially could have if I spent all of my time on studying. And this is going to look different for everyone. Everyone has different needs, values, and things that they need to do to feel happy. Maybe cracking open the contracts book for the 14th time makes you really happy and excited to be in law school. And if so, that's awesome. I'm really excited for you. But that's just not the case for me. And who knows, maybe the following semesters will tell a different story for me as I take classes that are slightly more tailored to what I would like to do with my career. But I truly believe that as long as I continue to invest my time into discovering what God has for me, both as a lawyer and all the other things that I'm interested in doing and becoming, I'll end up right where I'm supposed to be. I pray that this video serves more as an encouragement than a downer to you in your journey towards law school and beyond. But if I have failed in that respect, I hope that you talk to guidance counselors, admissions teams, and trusted people around you to discover what's going to work best for you in whatever path you pursue. I know that this can be an absolutely insane time of year, but never forget that I'm here to help in any way that I can. You can always DM me on Instagram or mention whatever question or concern you have in the comments below. I will see you guys next week in a highly requested video, and I don't want you to miss it. So make sure that you like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button. Until then, have a wonderful week and God bless.